Hey, Internet. The name of the day is Dupe and Mirge. You can also call me Nate. You can call me Nathan. Please never call me Nathaniel. Welcome back once again to Monster Train: The Last Divinity. We're going to start off with a standard random run, as I like to do. And then we'll just see. Oh, I'm also going to update the Covenant level to Covenant 25. And I accidentally lost my streak. I think I had lost it anyway, though. I don't remember. Yesterday was a long time ago. We have Tethys with Guardian's Amulet and Wormkin Secondary. So we have all the discard cards. We just need discard. Okay. Well, then we have a very straightforward approach. You auto-pick Offering and discard. Echo Seedling. I mean, it's a little bit weird because like Bounding Echoes is like not amazing. The Echo Seedling. Maybe we'll get something better. You don't really love either of these guys. I guess you go Chillwind. It's definitely going to be better early game. And with Chillwind early, you can definitely play one of these. I think probably Concussive Coals. The others are not particularly great. I don't really like the hand. I find it to be like it's pretty good to like have a permafrost. I guess arguably you could say these would be pretty good to permafrost. So maybe I should have taken that. But it's also like really annoying to play. It's just like a lot of extra steps. Anyway, given the fact that we can daze, I'm kind of inclined to play on the bottom floor. Because then they get their frostbite a lot longer. Hello. What if we do this? Because if I block with him, I guess it's the same thing, and then we can play this instead of that. I just feel like Sap 2 is just a little bit better. I don't know why. It probably isn't better, but it just feels a little bit better. We're going to play this. We're going to toss 2 Train Stewards in here. And I'm really hoping that we'll get enough damage on the boss like this. We can just get the kill. I think with Crypt Builder, we just kill. Or maybe even just Fracture Frozen Lands. Because that's going to be 4 times 3, 12. It's only 18. I mean, this is 60, but then one of the hits goes onto the priest, which is really annoying. Alternatively, I can 1, 2. It's not enough. Oh, it actually might be 4 times 4 is 16. That would kill you and do a lot of damage to him. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to assume that we're not going to have enough. And we'll take 2 damage to the pyre. And then we'll just... I mean, he's going to die to Frostbite. Also, just get wrecked. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I mean, Mollusk Mage isn't horrible. Because we do have these like big damage spells, but I'm gonna skip here. I think we want to. So like Shelter would be a much better one to hit with Echo Seedling. At the same time, Echo Transfer is just very, very strong. Do we go Eggs? I think Titan Sentry is more reliable right now. I'm gonna take the Titan Sentry. It's the most reliable. It's very, very good early game. Has the potential to become very strong late game. Good user of Endless, if you get it. I'm gonna see if we get endless here. We don't, but we do get large stone. I will do this for a large stone on the Titan Sentry. That's already a very, very strong unit. Yeah, I think eggs are certainly very good, but I think eggs are specifically good if you have either Spine Chief where you're generating echoes or Echo Right. I think with other champions it's a little bit more difficult. It's not impossible, but it's hard when you don't have a champion that's helping to generate egg value. I'm okay with this. I think that Titan Sentry by himself at this point with Large Stone basically wins without too much effort. So we're just gonna play like this and chill. So the question is, where do we want this? I think I want this up top. I want to play one of you here. And I think we can play one back here as well. Fracture gets the kill. Oh, he's almost dead. Yeah, we're already just killing the boss. That's kind of what I figured what was going to happen. Get wrecked. Shark too strong. That shark will carry for... Oh my gosh! The perfect offering token. Echo Snare is also kind of interesting. If we could bring them back, like Echo Snare could be sick. Just to get lots of charged echoes. But I think we have the AoE with the Titan Sentry, so let's not go crazy. I'm going to go this path. I think... I'm filled with regret. I'm not filled with too much regret, though, because now we can dupe our... Well, let's hold on. Let's see if we get Spell Chain. We don't. We get -2. I'm not going to -2 anything. I will merge the Titan Sentries because this is just like insanity at this point in the game. Titan Sentry will now solo Daedalus, so that's pretty good. And I think we're going to dupe our offering token because we have so much value with offerings right now. Fantastic. We get a free Steward Purge. Not going to be upset about that. And we're going in with 50 shards, but like, we have the best Titan Sentry you can have. I'm still going to play on the bottom floor because I feel like a single hit does a lot here. I'm also going to start pumping you full of damage now. I'm going to do a single fracture here so that we get a trigger. Wait, what? Revenge. Oh, because it happens after? Is that the problem? Not understanding the issue here. No, it did. Oh, because the frostbite happens. It's sequencing. It's sequencing. So they have the frostbite when they get up here. That makes sense. Let's continue to stack onto Divinity, or not Divinity, onto Daedalus as much of this as we possibly can. Okay. I think a Guardian's Amulet goes a long way here into an Echo Transfer. Means we didn't play our one Steward. Hopefully we still have enough time. I'm gonna play the Steward to die and play you. This guy will die at the top. I mean, it's not amazing right now. I think you can still fracture Frozen Lance. You can definitely play your Spooky Steward into a sap, into some more fractures, into a Frozen Lance, and then get the kill with 96 reap damage. Okay, so we got through arguably the hardest part of the run. I'm gonna go with Ice and Pyre, I think, over Echoes of the Past. Echoes of the Past is really good on a lot of units, though. We'll take an Echoes of the Past. This is fine. Lodestone. I think we need Sweep. I'm going to take Cold Celia. I think we need some Sweep. And we don't need extra capacity. Draw is probably preferable, because most of our expensive spells are, or not most of, all of our expensive spells are offering-based spells. I would really like removal, but I think right now we need some upgrades. I don't think we have enough to do Etch. This is pretty good, though. Getting a strike trigger on a Cold Celia is not bad. What's the reverse? The reverse is also a strike trigger with Frostbite. This is not to that unit. This is at large. I think this is fine to merge onto the Cold Celia. We get multi-strike on her. That's fantastic. Sustain's going to be a little bit concerning. Although sustain for Tethys is already a problem. We're going to have to deal with that through either Sap or Daze. Daze would be better. Yeah, it is hard to turn on a Lodestone, but I think this is going to be better for us. Because we don't have any other... I guess we do have AoE with the Titan Sentries, but... The question is, do we just take extra health? I kind of want quick, if we can get it. Yeah, I want quick. We're going to have a solution anyway for Divinity. Vapor Funnel's probably the best one with Frostbite builds. We'll go Chillwind all the way. This is pretty scary. I'm going to say off for this. Although we are going right into a Merchant of Steel. I'm going to take it. We might take some Pyre damage here. Vapor Funnel might be a clutch for us. Okay. This is very scary. You play Tethys. You play the Kin Host. And you start this whole thing. How do we want to do this? You can put Titan Sentry here. She does live. She does live. You can go like this. You can play your Titan Sentry. None of these guys are attacking. That's not great. It's a little scary. I mean, I can give her more damage, but she's still just gonna die. I guess that's better than nothing, right? It's a little scary. A little bit scary. I mean, we've always kind of been relying on Titan Sentry, but this is getting a little bit ridiculous. So you play the Steward to block. Wasn't terrible. Okay, that helps. So that you're not dying immediately. 1, 2. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot. Tethys is gonna get one hit in. Honestly, I think you just straight up play Crypt Builder. Or we could increase the Titan Sentry's damage. It's not going to be a lot, though. Like, you can go 1 to this, which would increase by 24. But he's only doing, like, a couple of hits. Is that better than a 60 straight-up damage? One, two, hit. You get 2 hits. It's pretty close to 60 damage. Actually did a lot. Okay, what's your frostbite at? 44. We could get some pretty decent reap damage rolling. This honestly is not going to matter. He's going to hit 1 time, and it's going to be a big chunk of frostbite, which will be good. It'll be extra 20 frostbite. 15 extra damage to... it's probably okay. Okay. So you go Fracture, Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance. 25 plus 40, 60 twice. 13, 16, 16. I think we literally lose due to the spikes damage. No, we just barely survive. Holy crap. Preserve is much better. Ancient Resonance is also pretty good for AoE, but I think we don't need it. Gonna go more upgrades. Split Anvil, though. I think it's Split Anvil. Because even if you offering a card, it still triggers. And we can now, like, stack stone our sap, and it will be a 4-coster. Makes me, like, really consider Intrinsic on Guardian Stone. Because Intrinsic on Guardian Stone double stacked would be 4 sap. I don't know. It might be better to Intrinsic Preserve, though, because then we can preserve Tethys until we can play her. I'm going to do that. I'm going to preserve Tethys potentially on some openings where we might need to do that. Also going to combine now the Kinhost onto Cold Celia. We probably dupe her as well, but oof, we're at 100 shards already. That's mighty scary. We really need Endless here. Do we have another unit upgrade left? We have this one as well. Okay. Scary stuff. Especially against Crystal Cloak. We cannot go for +6 damage. We're already going to be in dire straits. Okay. So you play both of these guys. You preserve your Guardian's Amulet. Play this. Play this. And start killing off these guys. Okay. We can't fit you up there. We can play like this. Fracture into... Oh, wait. This actually makes everything free anyway. So you're dead. Would be great if this guy died as well. Oh, no. You're quick. If we can get damage with you, like, we're good. So let's instead focus on this backliner, probably. You know what? Just to be extra safe, 1 damage and you die. That's pretty good. Okay. Boom. Now there's no huge problem here. In fact, we can go pretty heavy on this. $58/2 quick is pretty good. The biggest concern right now is does Titan Sentry survive? I'm going to block the 25 damage with this guy. Just play this. We just need we need sap again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to get very many hits in here. This seems really, really bad. You can definitely reap, hit. And we're going to block 4 hits, which is pretty good. But we have to get through like 7. And not really seeing it happen here, if I'm being honest. Okay. $137. You're only gonna have 20 frostbite because it's gonna take you. Yeah, you're gonna have stealth. In fact, you're gonna have stealth all the way up into the pyre. Okay, hold on. So the only other thing I could think of, we're probably not gonna be able to win this one. I think not getting endless just completely destroyed us. We needed endless to win, and we didn't get it. So the only other option is we will permafrost Titan Sentry and play it like at the end, and rely on her to get there until that point. Okay. We don't need to. They were dazed. We don't even need to reap them. Okay, this is where we need big damage. Okay, there we go. And as long as we're getting through all these guys, we're in a good spot. I think I'm going to play you up front, because you don't die either. Okay. So we could fracture. I think, okay, I think this is what we do. We go fracture. And now we see what we end up getting here. You're going to do this. That's clear. Play you out here. They're both gonna die. We clear that whole floor. It's just him left. Now we really want Guardian's Amulet. That's fantastic. Just so we can get more hits. And we can give probably still you more damage. I think we get through at least 6 stealth. 7 stealth. Okay. So we are gonna get some. We're gonna get at least one hit with Cold Celia, 2 hits with Cold Celia because she's quick. So we can go 1, 2, 3. There we go. And Crystal Cloak dies to Pyre. Too much Frostbite. Holy crap. Guardian Stone! Guardian Stone. Coming in clutch to save the day. I don't think we need Forgotten Trade. Guardian Stone is our savior. Praise be to the Guardian Stone. We need Endless. We need some super huge upgrades. And then we will see how we finish off with Guardian Stone. I'm a little hesitant to merge him onto himself. If we can get rid of the Train Steward, I think we can now get rid of... What is our least valuable spells? Frozen Lance versus Fracture is the real question right now. I think Frozen Lance is slightly worse than Fracture because it doesn't like stack and it's very rarely going to kill anything. We want you to be big. We really want Endless one time. Oh, you love to see it. It's so good. Give you extra armor and can't. Holy crap. That was so big. And now the only thing that we really need, I should have checked that. The only thing we really need at this point is like Stack Stone on Guardian's Amulet. Okay. So I feel like between these, this is 50 plus this is quick. Do this. Preserve this. Smack you. Hit you. If we can hit you at all, which we can, get blasted. And now we definitely want you on the second floor because you do a lot more work. More people are going to be, yeah, more people are going to be, what am I trying to say? More people are going to be hitting you on this floor, and since you're endless, we don't really care. Although, there is the thing with bottom floor, you are able to get played twice. It's hard to say what's going to be better here. We'll start pumping numbers. We're definitely going to play this. And you're going to die to Vapor Funnel, so we don't really have to do much more there. Definitely do something like that. Let's not go too crazy everywhere. Let's just try to like spread the love a little bit. Really would like some extra damage on you, but let's play the Guardian Stone first. There we go. Okay. Time Sentry should now die, which is good news for us. You're going to be a real jerk, aren't you? 1, 2, 3. How are you hitting for so much? Holy crap. Rage fell. Well, we can hope. Okay, so we're going to play you now on the bottom. Give you a lot more damage so that we start crushing fools. Decrease your damage. Hello. How's it going? Good. Why are you using my phone?
Because it keeps taking over my Bluetooth speaker.
That's not my problem.
Yeah, it's my problem, so I'm fixing it.
Alright, give you more damage. Now we're crushing. And we should be good here. Fell's already got a lot of damage. Definitely play a Guardian's Amulet. We want to get Just more armor and damage onto you. Okay, so currently we're at 57 frostbite. That's going to increase it pretty dramatically. You're doing fine. Let's play this into this. Then we can bop both of these, play this. And we should be good. We have a lot of damage on Defel already. And that's before we've, like, done this, smacked her up. And I feel like this is probably just better. Yeah, crushing. Okay. So we lost Tethys, but we got there without taking any pyre damage. Unearthed Remains isn't terrible, but I guess it's pretty good with, like, Echoes of the Past. An Echo Seedling. You could stack up a lot of charged Echoes on the floor. That's probably fine. And still more draw? Still more draw. I might just dupe Guardian Stone without combining it, just to have two of them on the floor. We really would like Stack Stone. Stack Stone would be extremely valuable for us. Let's continue to get rid of Frozen Lances. I think you can definitely permafrost. I don't know. I feel like I want holdover on things instead. I'm gonna make Echoes of the Past free by default. Plus 10 onto the Crypt Builder. That's exactly what we want. We want Stackstone on Guardian's Amulet. You can make Unearthed Remains a little bit cheaper. Put plus 10 on the other Crypt Builder. And this is all looking pretty good. I don't believe in -2. I think we want to keep low shards because I'm nervous about how much damage Tethys can take before she dies. That's a lot of damage. It's probably okay. With Titan Sentry here. Makes me also wonder if we should be playing Cold Celia with Titan Sentry, but like any leaks past are going to be really devastating. So you play both of them out. I think you can play this. And double fracture the backliner, and we're going to hold the preserve. Okay. It's good stuff. This is actually very solid. We get an Echo Seedling Unearthed Remains, which is very valuable. Okay, play you out again. You can definitely preserve a Guardian's Amulet. Echo transfer Echoes of the Past. Okay. Can play him. This is where Guardian's Amulet becomes really solid. And we can start building up some of that armor. Sick. Good stuff. Play you back. One. Echoes. And I think I still want to preserve the day, or the not the days, the sap. Okay. Get wrecked. Can I kill off Titan Sentry right now? It'd be 4 times 5 is 20. We'd be 1 damage. Oh wait, no, hold on. Wait a minute. Get wrecked. Fantastic. Now we can replay Titan Sentry. Stack up some like decent damage here. You can definitely also Guardian Stone for even more value. Stack up Fractures. And play Echoes of the Past. Now, to be fair, you are going to be kind of a nuisance when it comes to like the amount of damage. But we're going to get an insane amount of Frostbite on the living armor. And it's still going to take a couple hits to punch through everybody, so it's probably still worth it. Now here it does not make sense. This definitely makes sense. And then you might as well preserve the Crypt Builder because what else you can do with your preserve? Okay. We're already getting the kill. In that case, you can definitely just play out all this stuff to get a massive sweep damage. Good. Okay. Drain would be a good supplement. Arch and Spines I don't love here. I think I'm going to skip though. Melee weakness. Melee weakness might be necessary just to deal with the bigger units. And I think what I want to do is remove the last two Frozen Lances, dupe the Guardian Stone, and okay, this is great. This is also okay. I think Serrated Mandible seems pretty good with this build because we're gonna get a stack up a lot. It's not so great against Divinity, but during Seraphite it could be very useful. What's the alternative? Do we get anything valuable here? You can Spell Chain. You can Spell Chain Guardian's Amulet. And then you just wait. And then I almost wonder if we just trim the deck even further now. Because we don't have any other unit upgrade slots anyway. And I don't really think... Like, I feel like thinning the deck is going to be more valuable than any of these, even Serrated Mandibles. Yeah, I think that's the play. We're going to start getting rid of some Fractures. And we're going to have a thin deck where we can, like, pretty regularly draw our offerings into our big saps. Okay. Get in there. I think you can definitely start with this. Look at that. We actually hit it immediately. Crazy. Which means we get several free unearthed remains. Not going to complain at all about that. You can punch this guy straight up in the mouth. And you can hold on to your preserve. That was actually, like, pretty legitimate turn here. Oh my, this is a... Get in there and get all the damage. You preserve this guy. And I'm, like, tempted to put melee weakness directly onto... I guess we do. But I don't think it's going to do that much damage yet. I think we hold it for now. Oh, it got frozen anyway. Even better. Okay, so now we can do this. You can play this for sure. You can Fracture. Echoes of the Past just gets nutty at this point. We're going to draw basically all of our stuff next turn. Do we want the Bounding Echoes any of this? I think we do. So I'm going to preserve the Bounding Echoes. And we're not even going to play this one yet. So we'll be able to draw our whole hand. The 7 cards. And we can go nuts here. We can start with this. Now all of our best cards are infused. Start with this. Get into this. Definitely want to build you up. Smack a fool. Stack. Stack. Smack a fool. Melee weakness. Cool, 649 damage. Not bad. Okay. We're gonna do this again. Oh my gosh. Get blasted. Get frickin' stacked. And flee. We could have actually gotten one more trigger on our spell there. Let's go... Oh my gosh. Just perpetual triggers. I think here I still want to just keep stacking it onto Seraph. And we're not going to replay Titan Sentry. We'll just continue to build up. This just gives me bigger echoes of the past in the future. It's looking very, very solid. Okay, so we can do this again here. We can then preserve the more expensive one. Do a fracture. Blast, blast, echoes of the past. Good stuff. And they are going to kill Titan Sentry, which is exactly what we wanted. I want to play everything except for the Guardian's Amulets, because I want them to get triggered if possible. So now both are frozen. We want them to trigger here, because now we can... stack and just make sure that nobody ever gets to hit us. You can play this out now, there, and you can play an Echoes here. And we are very, very good here. We ended up getting 27 days. All the fractures. Not bad. Not bad. It works. And now, Divinity. It's like the easiest Divinity you can get, almost. One of these is enough to keep Tethys alive. So we can play you guys. Bounding Echoes. You can Bounding Echoes again, beat you down, and then preserve this one for next turn, and we freeze the Bounding Echoes again. Okay. Oh no. We gotta go armor. Melee weakness. That barely keeps you alive. We can play the Titan Sentry out now. And again we chill. Now it's mandatory that we get an offering. Luckily we do. So we play you up front. You Bounding Echoes for the last time. No, we wait because we want to hit this one. Then we Bounding Echoes. You play this. You can Fracture up. Yeah, because it's always going to get hit by Divinity, which means it will always trigger, even with Concussive Coals. I would say it's not normally like ideal, but in this case it does work okay. And there we go, 82 damage quick. Okay. There we go. Can play you again. This is a little bit sketch, but it's fine. You definitely preserve this. I would love to be able to force contamination this guy. It is what it is. We should be able to draw back into it though by the time he gets up there. Okay. And I think we want to just put Divinity out of commission and also make sure that we have enough stacks here to be able to play Force Contamination. And also getting really, really big, what's it called? Echoes of the Past. So, you play this. It's already doing good work. You can do that. You can play one of these. You can do this. Preserve. And this should get us there. You love to see it. How are you getting hurt? Oh, because you're not killing him immediately. 2 damage! 2 damage off of killing everything. Nuts. It might be worthwhile to play on that floor, but I feel like we've stacked enough armor that we're probably okay. Which is kind of insane. Oh, we'll be able to hold over one of the saps. Excellent. Now we just need the offering to go with it. Fantastic. Get blasted. Get blasted. Preserve this. And get super big armor. Who's actually hitting us? Oh, it's not anybody hitting us, it's that. Alright, last squad should still also all die. You jerks. So, you start with this. Then you can do this. Fracture. Fracture. Give him a good smack. Boost up your damage. And we don't even need to play Force Contamination on that. And Divinity is way too sapped. If that wasn't already obvious with the 23 sap. We're just gonna kind of bust through. Very nice. Whew. I think we played through that pretty well. I mean, we did have to restart once, so it's not a clean run. But we did it. I ended up not even preserving Tethys. Like, we got super lucky we had the sap on the first turn. But the fact that we played around that. That's something that I think oftentimes... There's a tiebreaker for you. Total number of cards played after the X. There's a... how to say this? Like, a lot of people when they play Monster Train and they go into the subreddit and complain, they always talk about like how RNG just completely screws you. And I think this is a good example of planning, right? We knew Tethys, if you don't draw your Guardian's Amulet early, like Tethys will die, right? Like that was the whole point. And so what do? How do you deal with that? Well, in this case, you take a preserve, you put in intrinsic on it, so that you can intrinsic your Tethys until you get the Guardian's Amulet. That was our out. Like, we didn't need to have Guardian's Amulet in our opening hand to win. And I think it's things like that. Like, once you start planning ahead a little bit better and thinking about, like, how am I going to deal with these situations at the end and how I build my deck, that's what I think separates people that can consistently win streak versus people that, like, struggle. So I would say, you know, if you are struggling, start considering things like that. What can I do to prevent future problems? Exactly. What are the problems that I have to solve? Yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. And for everybody else, let's see. Let's do one more run.